Children, today we are going to discuss about the population distribution in North America. What? Population distribution in North America. Here in 2018, during the time of 2018, population of North America is as 364,446,736. It is the population in North America during the 2018. Then 4.77% of total world's population are in North America. Canada is the largest country by land area. What? Canada. Canada is the largest country by land area. Then Mexico City. Mexico City is the largest country by population. Canada is the largest country by land area. It is the Mexico. It is the largest country by population. Then population density is about 20%. 20% per square kilometer. Okay, population density is about 20% per square kilometer. Next we move on to the population and density of North America. Population and density of North America. First, in United States, it is the 327.16 populations, and for 30 persons to 327.16 populations and then 30 persons. In Canada there is 36.9 populations and 3 persons. Finally, in Mexico there is 123 population with 51 persons. Okay, do you understand, children? In US there is 327.16 populations with 30 persons. In Canada 36.95 populations with 3 persons, and then Mexico 123.200 populations with 51 persons. Okay. In this there is some subdivisions are there. First, densely populated area. Densely populated areas. In North America, eastern parts of North America. Okay. Eastern parts of North America. Then Great Lakes, Florida, then California, after that Mexico, Canada, then Central America. These are the places which were in densely populated areas. Then moderate populated areas. Some places are in moderate populated areas. Okay. What? Moderate populated areas. What are all the places in the sense? In central parts of USA. Central parts of US. After that, Central Highlands. Central Highlands. Then Highlands of Mexico. Then Central and Western Canada. Both Central and Western Canada. These are the places which were contain the moderate population. Okay. Next is sparsely populated areas. What is meant by sparsely populated areas? Do you know? What is meant by sparsely, children? persons. Small amount of persons located in some places, that is northern Canada, Alaska, then Rocky Mountain regions and desert regions. These are the places which the peoples are located in very low quantity. Then language, these are the populations and density of North America. This is about 3 subdivisions of populations and density of North America. Then next we go on to the language and religious, how the northern people's language and religious are there. We move on to those topics. Language and religion. Okay. English, Spanish, French. There is 3 populated language are there. English, Spanish, then French. These are the 3 language followed in North American people. Here religious, cultural, philosophy and law had been influenced. What? Culture, philosophy, then law. These 3 can be highly influenced. In those, 80% of the people follow Christianity. Okay. In there, 80% of the people can be followed the Christianity. The US of America is known as the melting pot. What? US of America is also known as the melting pot. It's also known as the melting point. Okay, do you understand? This is about the language and religious of North America. Then we move on to the transports. Transports. There is some 3 divisions of transports are there. What are all the 4 divisions? What are all the 4 divisions in the sense? Roadways, railways, waterways, then airways. Okay. Here, in these 4 divisions, first we move on to the roadways. In here, in North America, especially in USA and Canada, I had a best roadways in the world. Okay, these in North America, especially in USA and Canada, are the best had a best roadway system comparing with overall the world. Okay, then it can be used in every weather conditions. It can be used in each and every weather conditions, and it can be made in asphalt and concrete roads. It can be made in asphalt and concrete roads. Okay. Then it can be also called as superways or otherwise called as the very freeways. It can be called as superways or otherwise called as the freeways. Okay, American highways are from Alaska in northwest to Panama in south. This is about the roadways. Next we move on to the railways. Okay, in North America played and sufficient works in railways. Okay, North America plays a sufficient works in railways, transcontinental and transcontinental, then transcontinental and transcanadian railways. These 2 Canada and US. Okay, continental, then trans-Canadian railways. These two can be linked with the east and west coast of Canada and USA. East and west coast of Canada and US. Okay, world's biggest railway junction is Chicago. Chicago railway junction is called as the world's best railway junction. Okay. Then this is next world busiest railway junction is New York railway junction. Okay, don't confuse the children. World best railway junction is called as Chicago. World busiest railway junction is called New York junction. Okay, this is about the railways. Next we move on to the waterways. Waterways. Okay. In here, St. Lawrence. St. Lawrence and Mississippi rivers. St. Lawrence and Mississippi rivers are the important waterways in North America. These two rivers are the important waterways in North America, and also some other important inland parts are in North America. Okay, some inland parts of North America. First one, Quebec City, and then Montreal. Quebec City, Montreal, then Boston. After that, New York, then Philadelphia. Okay. These are some other inland parts in North America. Then East Coast and New York is the most important part here in North America. East West, then New York. These two are the most important parts in North America. Mainly it was important part of waterways in North America. Then Vancouver and San Francisco. What? Vancouver and San Francisco. These two are the west coast of North America. Important waterways in west coast of North America. Next we move on to the airways. In North America. Here, all cities and industries are linked in airways. Okay, industries are linked in airways. Some international airports in North America. Okay, some international airports in North America are New York Airport, then Chicago Airport, then Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, Atlanta, sorry children, Atlanta. After that, Toronto, then Montreal and Mexico City. These are the some international airports. Some important international airports in North America. This is about the transport facilities in North America. Next we move on to the trade purpose in North America. How the trade purpose are in North America. Trade. In North America, the exports of agricultural and industrial products. Okay, the exports of North America. Exports of North America is agriculture, then industrial products. Okay. These two are the main exports in North America. Okay, major exports and also some major exports are there. Okay, what are all the major exports in the sense? Children, go through with your books. Just like I will read it. First one, industrial machinery, automobiles, paper, fish, wheat, bananas, meat, aircraft, telecom, wood pulp, timber, crude oil, natural gas, aluminium, nickel and lead. Okay, these are the some major exports in North America. Then here imported goods. Some of the imported goods are there. Imported goods are there in North America. Okay, what are all the imported goods in the sense? Coffee, cocoa, sugar, textiles, iron ore and electronic goods. These are all the goods imported by other countries, imported from other countries. Okay, here you know the meaning between exports and import. Does it know, children? Export in the sense what are all the goods we had in our country. Those goods can be exported to other countries. It is called the exports. Import in the sense what are all the goods we need for our daily purpose. It can be import from other countries. It is called import and export. Then Europe, Japan, China and India are the major trading partners. What? Europe, Japan, China and India. These four are the major trading partners. This is about the trade of North America. Okay, children. This is our today's class. Thank you.